Alright guys, we're making the slice color in a sub. The sub is a great little bait. You're going to see in the fishing after this, in the catching part. I have no problem catching fish on it. Also, I mentioned in the video about this bait. What does it represent to y'all? What y'all think it looks like to the fish? That little sub. I think it represents freshwater shrimp. We have a lot of freshwater shrimp in this lake, and I think I mentioned this in the video. If I didn't, my son and I used to seine on the boat ramp down here. We have our own boat ramp in we call it the common area. They play cornhole down there. That's right. There's horseshoe pegs down there, a tennis court. We have a tennis court for that at the common area. Excuse me. There is a volleyball court. I said tennis court. It's a volleyball court. We do have a tennis court, but it's placed somewhere else. And it's a picnic shelter there. So, and grills. So people go down there and hang out on the beach. It's the beach there and do things. And we would take our seine and we would seine the boat ramp and the beach area. We'd walk off in the swimming area after the seine, and I'd get in the shallow water. My son would run to me and we'd catch minnows. But we also caught shrimp, little freshwater shrimp. And freshwater shrimp are kind of a whitish color to a pinkish color. You can see through them. They probably, like fish, like a bass or a crappie or anything else, they probably change their color a little bit according to the water color, right? But I think that's what they represent. Alright guys, I've got plenty left over. I've been making the slice color a lot. There's the orange. When I have plenty, I'm not going to start off new. It's silly. Because y'all know I make baits and sell them, so I got to use up what I got, and got to be wise with what you're using, your products you're using. You can't waste products and make any money in the end, can you? So anytime I have plenty left over, I start over with that. Now what I got to do is melt this to about 300, 325, and then I put it in the vacuum chamber. All right, guys, I'm going to show you all the vacuum chamber. This is just a, get this out of the way. You can see the fuzz on top of that. Looks like it looks like a I can't try to get you, yeah, there you go. You can see it kind of fuzzy. Now here's what I'm going to do. I put the lid on this thing. Okay, this seals it. All right, that seals it. I'm going to cut it on. Now it's noisy. You ready? Now all right, now you can see it bubbling. Say, I've heard people say it's boiling. I don't think it's boiling. I think it's sucking air. It's sucking all the moisture and stuff out of it. See, it sucks it out through this filter right here. Now, I gotta watch how I grab this, guys. I burned my hand. I got my glove on the other hand. Let's get under this light. See the difference? All right. Touch the back of my camera. Try to cut that out. Yeah. See how smooth it is now? Alright guys, let's see if we can get them shot now. Yeah, I think as men, guys, I'm speaking for myself here now. I think we're a little hard-headed sometimes. Just ask my wife. Yeah, just ask my wife. We're a little hard-headed sometimes. Alright. We'll let that cool. And we're opening. Alright, guys. Bam. Stuff sticking together here. Alright. Let's get that. There you go. Now see that orange, y'all can see it back there, it looks really dark, doesn't it? You put it in this bait, it don't look as dark, does it? Now if you turn it, y'all have heard me say this before, if you turn it this way, it looks pretty dark. The pearl steals from it, but it gives it that light orange back, that slice color back. See, slice is not a real deep orange, and man, they like it. For some reason they like it. Now, like I say, it's better in water. Right now, our water is about 2.5 to 3 foot visibility in that area, depending on part of the lake you're on. It's perfect. It'll work in darker water, but you probably need at least 1.5 foot visibility, something like that. Foot visibility seems to be better. All right. Yeah, it'll fool you when your coloring's in your cup, or you look at it in that bag. You go like, man, that's a dark orange, or whatever color it is. But it changes a lot when you shoot it in the bait. You see that pearl belly. All right, guys, y'all know what you got to do. 1 through 400, put your number down. Wednesday night, we do a random number draw. Wednesday night. This video is loaded on Sunday. Wednesday night, we do a random number draw. From that draw, we'll go online. We'll hit the random number. It'll give it to us. We'll go look. Okay? I get twisted around here today. And we'll go look and see who won. And then email me your address, okay? Just go ahead and email it to me, because sometimes it's easier. Trying to find, if you've ordered from me in the last month or so, it's easy to find. If you haven't, guys, it's terrible to find. I got like 30 pages I have to go through to try to find your name. Just go ahead and email me your address, and I'll mail out on Fridays. You get to me on Thursday. I load this video on Thursday morning, or the winner's video, and if you mail out to me sometime Thursday, I'll mail it to you on Friday. If you leave a number, come and check out the winner's video on Thursday, okay? See if you won. And get back to me as soon as you can. Like I said, if you get to me by Thursday evening, I'll mail it to you on Friday. Everybody's been mailed out to that's won lately. So there you go. Most of you have already got your baits. Appreciate everybody. This is a great color. This little bait just catches fish. That little tiny tail just moves really easy. Like I say, you can fish it this way. It was meant to fish for dual colors, but you can fish it sideways too. It doesn't matter. Fish don't seem to care, okay? Alright guys, appreciate y'all. Fishing Lake Country. See y'all next time. Come here. Boat wind done pushed my boat around. And looks like he's hooked pretty good. I got 2-pound test. I'm not scared of swinging. A lot of y'all guys asked me about my light line. I use it in this open water. You don't want to use it around brush piles. You got to watch it on the docks. That's a decent little fish. He's probably right at 10. On the video y'all already seen, where I was using the fathead meta and the dipstick color, that one video, you see the crappie was around the post. Did you hear the line squeaking? The line was going. I thought, oh, here you go. He's going to break it, but he didn't. And it was a good fish too. He was like a 14-inch fish. So it'll surprise you how tough it is. Come on, he's throwing a fit. Come on. I don't know how well this one's hooked. I didn't feel the bite. I seen my line move, and I pulled it just a little bit, and I felt it. So I set the hook. He either swallowed up deep, or get my boat turned, man. I'm trying to stay away from the fish, guys. I was 40 feet from him when I started. I got to 30 feet that time, and the wind's pushed me some. Fish have been spooky the last couple times I've been out here. Oh, he got it good. Now already somebody's saying, Dennis, you're using something I've never seen you have. That sub and that slice color. Yeah, I've had different people ask me about the slice color. Would I make it? Am I going to make it in other bait shapes? And like I tell y'all all the time, I'm testing them. If it will work in it. You think every color would work great in every shape? That's not true. I found out. It works, but not great in some colors. Gosh, that's an 11-inch fish right there. Bam. Take that one all day. Man, this one hit like a bass. He just nailed it. And it could be a bass. I'm a spotted bass in here, wear you to death sometimes. Not acting like a bass. That's a crappie. He nailed it. He nailed it. He hit it hard. He's a good one too. I said this the other day, guys, I catch some nice fish sometimes. The last porter catch, actually the one you're watching right now, those were some nice bass. They were some nice crappie. I think I had 3 from 12 to, that one was probably 15 inches. I didn't measure him. That's a good fish. There's nothing wrong with that one either, guys. He's probably 11 and a quarter. You know, when you can I'm gonna copy the boys the Crappie Connection when they get talking on Tuesday nights. Y'all get a chance, watch them a little bit. I enjoy it sometimes. If I ain't got nothing going on, I watch them, and this is what they got going. And you know, they're talking about 10-inch fish. A lot of the lakes they live on, they fish and take guys for guide trips, and if they catch fish, these guys want fish to keep. Most of these lakes are fishing are 10 inches, so you know, 10, 11-inch fish, decent fish, especially if you're gonna eat them, isn't it? Damn. All right, guys, I got hung up. Got fish breaking everywhere. It's a little bass. I see his black tail. Little spotted bass, probably about 8 inches long. Right there. He's after something on top of the water. I think he's after a bug. There's a little school of them right here. Of a little school of bass. I see him chasing something. All right, I'll get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you back in the water if you behave yourself. I don't want you. I sharpened his hook and it fell out of his mouth. It was down in his mouth. He's about the same size. He's about 11 inches. What do y'all think that they think this color is, or this bait is? This sub has a little swimming tail. He's crushed my bait up on there, didn't he? There you go. This hook is a size 6, but if you see how little that head is, it's a 1/48. I was throwing a 1/32. I'm only in 8 foot of water, guys, and there's scattered stumps here, a little bit of brush that's around these docks where homeowners have put out. Some of it's about gone. If you look, you'll see like a little pile. Some of it maybe ain't but a foot tall or 2 foot tall. Maybe it's a cedar tree that threw in there, it's laying on sideways. If you get around these docks and most all these coves and look, you'll find a little bit of trash area in there. A lot of these owners have kids and grandkids that come and fish, so they do things like that to draw any kind of fish, sunfish or anything. So anytime you're around docks, look around. Now if you see rod holders on them, you know, like this dock here has rod holders on the ends of it, up on the deck. I see them going on the floor there. You see the white part like you put on a boat? That's what it's got. So they go flush with the deck. You see stuff like that, then you know there's a brush pile somewhere, right? The catfishing, that kind of stuff too. But if you draw sunfish, if you put enough brush around your dock or out from it, and you draw sunfish, you're going to have catfish coming in after them, right? I think this little thing represents a shrimp, a freshwater shrimp. Now we have them in this lake. Most of y'all, all lakes have them, I would think. My son and I used to seine for minnows at our boat dock in the summertime. We would seine, and I made a video about that one time. It's catching our own minnows. We would seine, catch the minnows, and use those for crappie and bass fishing or whatever. And we'd catch a little shrimp. And the shrimp would be about 1 inch long, 1.25 inches at the biggest. And it was almost clear. You could almost see through them. So I think with that clear part, and then having that little bit of orange on the back, I think that's what it represents. I think it's a little grass shrimp. Bam. You coming this way? All right, come on in. I'm just holding on. All right, I know, you're mean. You're mean or you mad? He's mad. Under the boat, now behind the boat. Bam. Oh guys, this is a good fish. I guess he got the net in his mouth. Gotcha. He had a piece of the net in his mouth. I couldn't get a hold of him. He's hooked around the side. Now I sharpened this hook before I started. I took and tested it on my thumbnail. I told you that before. And if it wouldn't stick in my thumbnail, I sharpened it. And it's sharp now. I mean, it was a red hook. And see how it's silver on the end because I sharpened it. That's a good one, guys. Bam. What do y'all think? That fish is 12 inches. He liked that little grub. He said, you know what? That's a grass shrimp right there. I'm going to eat him. That's what I think they think it is, guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bam. I know one thing. I don't fish this bait enough. Right now I have quite a few body shapes. Where you hooked at? I got quite a few body shapes, so I can't fish them all. Right? All the time. But every time I fish this thing to make a porter catch with it, I've caught fish on it. No problem. Bam. Come on, I got the net back here. You need to come right here. I'm netting here today, sitting on my front deck. I noticed a lot of, I'll probably go back and netting on the front deck, but I noticed the other day a lot of the water when I net on the front deck runs down right here onto my floor. Oops, he shook it out right in my hand. All right, guys. There you go. He's about 10.5. Bam. All right, that's one of the smallest ones I've caught today. So to catch small ones too, he's about 8.5. All right, guys. I'm telling you. I got the unfair advantage with this bait. I'm catching one. Oh, not every cast. I'm catching one, but every 3 casts. That was 2 casts in a row, but that don't happen. It's not happening every time. But this is a good bait. It really is. It's a good color. Bam. He's probably 10.5. Bam. Next cast. Come on. Oh, you're not bad. Since I said next cast, I'll go ahead and leave this one in there. Oh yeah, he's bigger than I thought he was. Got a couple little ones y'all might not see. Sometimes I show the little ones. He's right at 10 inches. All right, now you go decide to fight when you get close to the boat. He was coming on. I thought, well, just reel him on in. No. It's nothing like a light line and light rod fishing, is it? I watch a lot of videos of guys using 5.5 footers. Well, I got 2 5.5 footers at home. If I use them for anything, I'll be shooting docks. And I skip anymore. I don't shoot them anymore. You got to bend over. I'm not very good at it anyway. I've only done it a little bit. That's what I would use them for. But yeah, I tried it years ago. I had a young man with me here a couple years ago. He was using one of them shooting under docks. That's a decent fish, guys. He's about 11 inches. All right, guys. I didn't keep a secret all the way to here. I'm good at keeping secrets. This is a pour to catch. That's right. Somebody's going to win some of the slice color in the sub. It's an 1.25 inch bait. As you see, it catches fish. It's great for casting, work around brush. You could throw it on docks, it works great. I've made videos with it back in the spring, and I caught some really big fish with it in the spring. If y'all remember, some of y'all was commenting, man, that was some big fish with that little bait. Yeah. I just watched a video this morning of a guy, I can't remember where he was fishing at now, but he was saying that if you're fishing for black crappie, you need to be using baits inch to 1.5 inches long. They're easier to catch on that size bait. Well, I catch one in LC shad, and it's 2 inches. But if you look at the LC shad or the BA stinger, you know, you got a lot of tail there. I can't watch what I said. I sat in water here. See what I'm saying? You got that tail, and this is the LC shad. So I think a crappie sees that. I've said this before, and some of y'all have commented you think so too. That little bit right there, I don't think it pays any attention to him. He's not gonna go like, oh, that's too big. Look how long that tail is. I don't think they pay attention to that. I think they look at the size up the size of the body of a bait means more than anything to them. All right, guys, y'all know the routine. You put down your number 1 to 400. I do 10 to 400, and I've said this many times. The reason I do 10, if we start at 1, it could give me the number 1. And nobody puts down the number 1. Some of y'all put down 16, 18. So we start at 10, and it gives us the number 12. You're right there at it. If it gives, if it gave us the number 9, and you put down 14, you're right there at it. Most people don't leave a low number. Some of y'all gutsy and have, and you won too. We've had people win because it gave me the number like what 17 or 18 about 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. But you never know what number it's going to get you. I'm going to hit a button. It's going to give us a number 1 through 400, 10 through 400, and we'll go on the site together, and we're going to see who won. We're going to look it up. We're going to see who won, and then you email me your address. I've mailed out to everybody now that's won, and lately, so I don't. Nobody is absent and not giving me their address, so that's great. Couple of you, some of you get it fast. Depends on your mail in your local area. Some, I think, was Illinois won a couple weeks ago, and I mailed on Friday. Wednesday, he commented he done got his baits. Bam, that's what I'm talking about. It depends on where you're at, guys. I've had people in South Carolina. It took 3 weeks to get them. Who knows? It depends on how fast the mailing is in your area. If you're in a big city, it could be slower because they got a lot more mail to deal with, don't they? Appreciate everybody. Good luck to everybody. Make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure that button, if that button is black, you're not a subscriber, hit it. Okay? It's a subscriber giveaway. Got a lot of new people have joined in on the Porter catches. I think the one this week already has 600 views, so we got a lot of more people. I think it's had 40 comments, so that's good. That's why I went to 400, give room for everybody. Look down through there before you leave a number. Don't leave the same number somebody else does, because you ain't gonna have a chance. Whoever leaves it first is gonna win, right? Whoever leaves that number first. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all you do. See you next time.